Oh my gosh, absolutely loved my trips to Volcano Bay. So looking forward to going back again real soon. Let me tell you all about all the things there are to do at Volcano Bay and how to make the most of your time there as well, focusing on the top 10 things to do at Volcano Bay. Let's do it. Hey everyone, Dave K here, and today we're going to talk about my top 10 things to do at Volcano Bay. But I also want to give you a few strategies on how to make the most of your time at Volcano Bay, so we're going to touch on that as well. First and foremost, we got to get started with the Te'awa Fearless River. I absolutely love this Fearless River at Volcano Bay. It's amazing. You'll find yourself going at high speeds. What you do is you put on a life vest, a life jacket, and you walk up to this Fearless River. And you'd think, oh, it's going to be like a lazy river. You can actually look down and see people in the Fearless River, and you're like, oh, that's not that intense. It's pretty mild. But they're all wearing life jackets. You're like, I wonder why all those people are wearing life jackets. Then when you get in the Fearless River, you're like, oh, I see why people are wearing these life jackets. It goes really fast. It pulls you. There's huge waves that'll occasionally come out of certain locations. It's really, really cool, really amazing. I love the intensity of that ride, and for what looks like from the outside such a calm ride and something that you can just kind of get in by yourself and you don't need a tube to experience, it's really amazing. I absolutely love the Fearless River at Volcano Bay. So for now, I'm going to give that number one, what you should experience, what you should look for at Volcano Bay. That being said, there are a lot of great rides there as well, lots of attractions to see and lots of things to do. Let's touch on all of them. Numbers 2 and 3 are together. It's Hanu and Ika Moana. So Hanu is the turtle slide and Ika Moana is the whale slide. So you got two different slides here. Now the turtle slide, I think they call it a dual wall slide. So it's a lot more, in my opinion, it's a lot more traditional of a water slide. Now you do kind of go up these walls, but Ika Moana is the whale slide where you really go up the side wall here and you get some air up there, if you will. But they're both great water slides. Overall, I would recommend the both of them. They do fit multiple individuals. I'm not sure exactly how many people you can fit in these, if it's just 2 or if it's more like 4. I think you might be able to fit 4 if I recall correctly. I'll have to go back and double check. But they're great water slides to check out if you are a water slide person. I enjoy these tube rides quite a bit. So definitely a great way to experience a new type of water slide. Get some air, if you will, on that whale slide, or get some speed, if you will, on that turtle slide. They're both really cool. I love the theming of the water slides at Volcano Bay. They stick with that blue and green theme, and they use a lot of animals in delivering just kind of that storyline, if you will, of those water slides. And they're great rides as well. I really, really do enjoy them. So Ika Moana and Hanu are both great water slides for you to consider. Numbers 2 and 3 at Volcano Bay. Number 4 at Volcano Bay, and I don't mean to put this as low as number 4. I'm just listing these top 10. Krakatoa, the Aqua Coaster. Wow, Krakatau, I believe it is. Really, really amazing water slide. It's epic in a sense, in that you sit in, it really is an aqua coaster. You sit in this vehicle that's a lot like a vehicle you'd sit in for a roller coaster, and you go on this track, and it doesn't go too much side to side. It's a lot of up and down. But it's really amazing how they've built this aqua coaster. And you can see they've really built it in a secure fashion as well. So you're comfortably in that vehicle. You know, you kind of set up your feet, so your feet are sticking out kind of in these little compartments next to the person in front of you, and you'll go on this water slide. And it can be quite intense. You know, you got to make sure that you're holding on so you don't get too jostled, if you will, on the aqua coaster. It's a great one. At the same time, I don't feel like it's too intense. I feel like it's far more mild than some of those big drop ones at Disney World. If you're considering some of the other big drop slides, you're like, well, this one's actually a lot more mild. And if you look at some of the other big drop slides here as well, you know, I haven't been on Oh No and Oh Yeah yet at Volcano Bay, but I feel like, again, it's a fairly family-friendly raft ride here, or aqua coaster, if you will. But it's not the most mild ride, but it's definitely more mild than a lot of the other drop slides, if you will. And overall, I really, really do like this one. It is fantastic. So I would definitely give it a very high rating for me at Volcano Bay. Now, another thing I wanted to touch on with Krakatau, since we're here and we're talking about it, I want you to consider the TapuTapu system. Very, very important. I was going to touch on this at the end, but I'm going to touch on it right now, especially as we're talking about Krakatau and a lot of these other rides with longer wait times. What you want to do is you get a TapuTapu and you have it on your wrist. And what you do is you tap your wristband to the standby line, if you will, for Krakatau. And Krakatau will tell you how long the wait time is. When you tap your band, you'll pick up that ride as your standby, if you will. So how it works is, again, you walk up to Krakatau, scan your band, let's say it says 90 minutes. So you scan your band, it says, okay, you're going to be ready to ride this one in 90 minutes. Then you can still go and ride everything that says ride now or enjoy anytime throughout that entire 90 minutes. So instead of having to physically stand in a line for 90 minutes to wait for that aqua coaster, it allows you to continue to enjoy everything else in the park, like that Fearless River, like the Lazy River, like any of those Ride Now slides. It's really, really an amazing concept, and I strongly encourage you to take advantage of it in order to make the most of your time at Volcano Bay. So again, during this time you can eat food. During this time you can enjoy any time or Ride Now any of those other attractions. You can walk the volcano and meet one of the characters I'll talk to you about in a bit. There's so many options for how you can spend this time, so I strongly advise use that wristband, make sure that you're capitalizing on that TapuTapu and getting in line for a ride. I think this is a very, very smart system, and enjoy everything else that is a ride anytime or an enjoy now as soon as you get there. I flipped those two. It's ride now or enjoy anytime, but what you'll want to do is immediately scan onto something with TapuTapu and then enjoy a bunch of other things while you're waiting for that ride. So really, really smart way to set things up. I love that at Volcano Bay. Something for you to consider if you're thinking about Krakatau. Then there's the Maku Puihi slides, and I'm going to have a tough time pronouncing some of these slides, but this is a raft ride with a group, so you should be able to go with a group of friends on this raft ride. I think it's a little bit more intense than some of the other rides. Again, it's not the most intense, if you will. It is still a raft ride, but it can be a little bit intense. Really, really fun to experience, in my opinion, all of the water slides and all the raft rides at Volcano Bay, so looking forward to continuing to do more of them as well, but overall, really, really fun one there as well. Number 6, make sure you check out the heart of the volcano. I don't know if you saw my other video, the video titled The Best Water Park Ever, where I'm comparing some of Blizzard Beach and some of Typhoon Lagoon to Volcano Bay, but we met the heart of the volcano, and this character interaction was amazing. Let me tell you, it was fantastic. I was able to interact with the character, and it was a fantastic conversation, but also you see the heart of the volcano can control lighting, can control water inside the volcano. It's really, really a great experience. So if you haven't done it before, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go into the volcano. It's kind of around behind Oh No and Oh Yeah, near that side of the park. I want to call that the back of the park, but maybe it's not the back of the park. But it's over there in that area. You go into the volcano and you'll find the heart of the volcano in there. Really, really amazing character interaction. I love it. Number 7 on my list is the Winding River. I like the Winding River quite a bit, and let me tell you a little bit more about what it is. The Winding River is a lot like Disney's Lazy Rivers, but it's a little bit faster, a little bit more intense. Not too much more intense. You're still on a raft. You're still going comfortably and slowly through the raft ride, but it does move faster than some of the Lazy Rivers. It's a great one, very comfortable. Again, you can sit back and relax, and I really like the scenery at Volcano Bay. They've got some fantastic sights. So for example, when you go on the Winding River, one of my favorite parts is where you go into the volcano while you're in the river. It's got some amazing lighting inside the volcano, which is really, really cool. Love that. And you'll go by that kiddie play area as you're heading into the volcano, and just the colors that they built that kiddie area, if you will, with is really, really nice to see. You can sit back and again enjoy those views as you're relaxing on the Winding River. I think this is a great one, definitely worth checking out. Number 9 for me at Volcano Bay is Wakka Wai Eats. It's absolutely delicious. Mike and I went here and we got the jerk shrimp mac and cheese, and it was amazing. Absolutely loved the flavors on that one. The jerk shrimp was just so well done. Again, you can see that in my other video, but it was so well done where the flavors were just perfect. I feel like I would have loved to see even more shrimp in there because it was fantastic, but overall, just an amazingly done dish. I want to try a lot more of the food at Volcano Bay, but I felt like this was so delicious. I'm thinking that all the food at Volcano Bay is going to be amazing, or at least I'm hopeful that it's all really, really good, but overall, that was fantastic. Some of the best quick service that you can have in a lot of parks, so I was really amazed by that one at Volcano Bay. I thought that was fantastic work. We were able to sit back and relax and eat that, and we split it. So we split that dish while we were waiting for our Krakatau. It was a great amount of food. It was quite a deep dish, if you will, so we were able to comfortably split it and feel full before we went on Krakatau, and really, really enjoyed that one again in terms of the quantity of food, in terms of the flavor of the food. The price wasn't terrible, and being able to enjoy that while we were waiting for Krakatau, really, I feel like that was like an icing on the cake to the experience. Numbers 9 and 10 for me at Volcano Bay are Rocky and Tonga, and that's the green and blue slides that you'll see. These were quite an experience as well. I feel like I've actually been on those slides more than I've been on any other slide, just because I think I went the first time I went to Volcano Bay and also the second time, and I think they were ride now, or they were fairly quick line, so that's why I was able to make it on those slides. But they were great slides. I really do enjoy them. They are on tubes, so just like a lot of the other rides, you'll get on a tube and ride down that slide. And they're great. They're both very different to experience. I liked the blue one a little bit more. Mike liked the green one a little bit more. So it all depends what you like and what you want to experience. I want to say the blue was enclosed, and the green was open air at certain points. But there was plenty of space inside the enclosed blue slide for me to feel comfortable. You know, if you go on certain slides, like if you're on an enclosed slide and you're just kind of going down there just body style, I feel like it can be tricky. You're worried about hitting your head or something along those lines. But overall, it was quite comfortable for us to go on both of those slides. I really, really enjoyed them. And I feel like everything that I've been on so far, at least at Volcano Bay, has been absolutely amazing. And I'm looking forward to trying so many more in the future. Now, again, I want to emphasize the importance of using your TapuTapu. Make sure that you use your TapuTapu when you go to Volcano Bay. Get in line for something virtually, and then enjoy the ride now, or enjoy the Enjoy Anytime rides while you're waiting for that ride. That'll allow you to make the most of your time at Volcano Bay. And I'm happy to make a video about that as well. If you'd like to hear more about that, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I also really want to try some of those more intense slides at Volcano Bay. So I want to try the big drops, you know, some of those drop slides like Oh No and Oh Yeah. And then I want to try that really, really big one in front of the volcano. I don't recall what it's called right now, but it looks really, really good. Looking forward to giving that one a shot. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see me go down that super intense water slide? Love to hear more of what you'd like to see more of. Thanks so much for being a part of the fun with me today. If you haven't already, for more fun, family-friendly adventures, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed. And until next time, play on. How to make the most of your time at Volcano Bay. And I'm going to tell you a few strategies about that as well.